Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is CapCut, so be sure to subscribe and be a part of my community. Right. We're gonna be talking about how to get and renew your learner's license in Jamaica. So let's dive right in. So number one, you have to go by the depot and get a date. So I'm in Montego Bay, so depot for me is in Flankers. You can take a Flankers taxi or an shore taxi. They'll drop you straight there. You're not going to be lost or anything. Right at the gate, they're going to drop you. Then you're going to go up to the counter and let them know that you're here to get your learner's license done. What they're going to do is give you 3 papers. Those 3 papers include a medical form, proof of address form, and a personal information form. For the medical form, you have to go to the medical doctor, do a whole medical and everything to fill out that form. And then for the proof of address form, you have to go by the JP, have them stamp and sign it to prove that you actually live where you live. Like, I don't know why these procedures are so long. Like, it took me a while. It's very tedious. It's a very tedious process, but we're gonna get through it together, right? So the medical form, the proof of address form, personal form. You fill out the personal form on your own. That's basically just asking you name, date of birth, personal information. Medical form is an actual medical that has to be completed by a medical professional. Then proof of address, the JP has to prove that you live somewhere. So you're gonna go and have that done. Along with collecting those documents, the reason for visiting the depot is actually to set a date to come back and do the actual test, right? On the date that you come back to do the test, that's the date that you have to bring back all those documents, stamped, signed, filled out, everything. You should have already gone to the medical doctor to get the form signed, already gone to the JP to get the proof of address signed, and you'd have already filled out the personal information portion. Along with those 3 documents, when you're going back on the date that you have the test, you need to bring your birth certificate as well as 3 passport size photos stamped and signed by the JP. What I did was just have all this information done all in one day. I did not want to take 2 or 3 days to have these done. So what I did to make the process easier so that I don't have to come back downtown another day, having to do a medical and all of that, I just did everything all in one day. When I went to the depot, it was early in the morning, and then after I left the depot, I went to get my photos taken at the photo shop. After I got the photos taken, I went to my GP's office to have the photos stamped and signed, as well as the proof of address portion also stamped and signed. Went to the medical doctor when I came back, have the medical done, have that all signed up. All that's left for me to do is to stamp the personal portion of the letters and come back on the date that they give me to come back. So I don't have to go back in town and do all of that extra stuff. So on the day that you go back to do the test, remember you're bringing all those documents, signed, stamped, sealed, everything, passport size photos, and you're also bringing in the birth certificate as well as the 3 passport size photos. Once those are in, you're gonna go and take the test, which you're gonna pass because I have the questions and answers here on my channel in another video. So you guys will get to see that and pass the test. Because what I've noticed is they do have the same answers, well, the same questions for the learner's license and the driver's license test. And I have about 10 of them that I've already shared in another video. So I'll link that down below so you can watch that. After which, once you pass that test, because you will be passing with my teachings, you are going to go to the tax office. They are going to give you a little piece of paper that is sealed off at the depot that you're going to bring to the tax office. When you bring that to the tax office, you're going to pay $1,800, and you have your little piece of paper to say that you are a learner's driver. Let me show you mine. So you're going to get this paper right here to say that you are a learner's license recipient. That's really about it for learner's license. Now for the renewal of the learner's license, I was very worried about it because I did not want to go and have to take tests all over again. I was not able to do all of that. But surprisingly, it is simple. It's very surprisingly. You don't need to do a medical, you don't need to go proof of address. All you really need is just 3 passport size photos, stamped and signed by GP, and a visit to the tax office with those passport size photos. So once you go to the tax office, you're going to be filling out a form. So ensure to bring your pen, have the form filled out, pay $1,800 again, and there you have it. You got your learner's license back. I was also worried that I'd have to wait another 6 months to do the driver's license or to be able to apply for the driver's license, but that's not the case. Once it's renewed, you can just go and have the learner's license done because you've already had one for the past 6 months. Because remember, the learner's license actually expired within a year. So once the year passes, you have to get a new one, and you can apply for the driver's license after that. Now, if you want to know how to get your driver's license, how to apply, what you need to do, as well as the questions and answers to some of the questions they ask on the test for the driver's license and the learner's license, I have a video already up. I have that video linked below, and you can watch that video after this one. And if you have any other questions, comment down below, let me know. I'll be here to answer your questions. And thanks for watching.